They say life doesn't teach us through noise. It teaches through quiet moments, through the spaces between words, through the people we lose, and the silences that follow. There was a man named Elias, 35 years old. He lived in a small European town, the kind of place where mornings smelled of fresh bread, and evenings ended in golden light. He worked at a printing shop, spent his days fixing machines, and his nights sitting alone in a small apartment overlooking the river Pa. It was peaceful, but empty. Every morning, Elias walked the same path to work, past the old bakery, past the church bell that rang at 9, and past the wooden bench by the river. That bench had been empty for years, but once, it wasn't. It was where he and Clara used to sit, where she laughed, where they dreamed, where they promised, someday we'll travel, someday we'll see the world. But life doesn't always wait for someday. Clara was different. She had a warmth that made winter feel like spring. She painted, read poetry, and loved the rain. Elias was quiet, steady, calm, practical. He believed in planning, not dreaming. One evening, Clara looked at him and said, "Elias, do you ever feel like life is running faster than us?" He smiled. "I'll catch up someday." She didn't smile back. She looked at the river and whispered, "Someday is a fragile word." A year later, Clara moved to London. New city, new life, new dreams. Elias stayed. He told himself it was for work, for stability, for the right time. But truthfully, it was fear. Fear of change, fear of being hurt. Years passed. The town changed slowly. The bakery got new owners. The church bell rang later than before. But the bench by the river stayed the same. Old, quiet, patient. Elias still walked by every morning. Sometimes he'd sit for a minute, just to remember what someday used to feel like. Then one winter morning, he found a letter in his mailbox. The handwriting was familiar. It was from Clara. She wrote, "Elias, do you still walk by the river? I do too, but it's the Thames now, not the Pa. It sounds the same though. Rivers always do. I'm getting married next month. I just wanted to thank you for teaching me stillness, for being the calm before my storms." The letter ended with a single line, "I hope your bench still waits for you." Elias sat with that letter for hours. He didn't cry. He didn't regret. He just felt. He realized he had spent half his life chasing the idea of later, and lost the beauty of now. That evening, he walked back to the river. The air was cold, the sky painted in pale blue and silver. And there it was, the same old bench, a little cracked, a little faded, but still waiting. He sat down, closed his eyes, listened to the water, and for the first time in years, he didn't wish for anything. Not for love, not for change, just peace. He smiled softly and said to himself, "She was right. Someday is fragile, but today is enough." After that day, Elias kept returning to the bench. Every morning, every evening, not to wait for someone, but to remember that time. No matter how much of it we lose, always gives us another morning. He grew older. The town changed. The bakery closed. The church bell went silent. But the river never stopped. It kept flowing. Just like life, quietly, endlessly. One spring morning, a young couple found an old letter under the bench, folded carefully inside a small envelope. It read, "If you ever sit here, take a moment to listen to the water. Don't rush life. Don't wait for someday, because every day is once in a lifetime." And somewhere, as the river glimmered in sunlight, it felt as if Elias was still there, sitting quietly, smiling softly, watching the water move. Because sometimes, the life we're searching for isn't in the future at all. It's right here. In this breath. In this moment.